Like, hello everyone. Good evening. Hello. So, am I audible? Hello, dears. You all are hearing me? Says. So, if you are hearing me, just say thumbs up in chat box. If audio video is everything fine, Neha Kumari, Nisha. Okay. So, audio is okay, right? Well, so all of you click the bottom like button and subscribe button. Little bit late I am because of this network issues. Saista, yes. So I became late little bit, 5-10 minutes because of net issues. So now it's okay, everything fine. So it is already it is notified that today I'm going to discuss about the income from business first and thereafter the partnership form. How business income will to be is to be calculated under Income Tax Act using the provision of section 28 to 44 dB. So section 28 to 44 dB given the provisions for computing the income from business or profession. So all of you have not subscribed the channel till now. Arun, Dimonte, Makdo. So all of you click the subscribe button. Then I am going to share the screen. So where you are going to learn very interesting topic, income from business, okay, and partnership form. Now I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so here I'm sharing my screen with uh, Okay, now tell me, my screen is visible. Hello. Hello, dears. Okay, now can you see my screen income from business?
Can you see my screen income from business? Can you see my screen income from business? Can you see my screen income from business? Can you see my screen income from business? Can you see my screen income from business? Can you see my screen income?
Well, so you see
50% ऑफ के साथ आज ही ऑर्डर करें ये प्रीमियम सैंडल्स जो कि बहुत ही सॉफ्ट एंड कंफर्टेबल।
पाकिस्तान पर दबाव।
so problem
Problem
is appearing on your screen.
So problem is appearing on your screen. So problem is appearing on your screen. So problem is appearing on your screen. So problem is appearing on your screen. So problem is appearing on your screen. So
Wait. Wait. That I have to share. Now you see the problem. Wait. Wait. That I have to share. Now say,
Now say,
so this is the income from business problem. All right. Now you see the problem.
wait, wait, wait. Wait, wait, wait.
It's
Wait. That I have to share.
okay. This is the problem. Income from business. See, what are the expenses disallowed under Income Tax Act from the debit side of profit and loss account? So this is profit and loss account is prepared by Mr. So many, and now we have to correct it and we have to prepare it as per Income Tax Act 1961. All right. So general expenses is a business expenses. It is a deductible 13,400 allowable. Bad debts is allowable. Advance tax is a disallowed. Income tax, advance tax, wealth tax, these are strictly expressly mentioned in the act under section 40 that these expenses are not allowed, so disallowed. Insurance is allowed, salary to staff allowed, salary to so many, he is the proprietor, so expenses pertaining to proprietor is disallowed. So 51,000 is a disallowed expense. Interest on overdraft in the interest of the business, so it is allowed. Interest on overdraft, it is allowed. And then interest on loan from Mrs. So many, it is depends on the condition for what purpose this interest loan was taken, whether it is business purpose or other purpose. If it is business purpose, then it is allowed. If it is not business purpose, then disallowed. So interest on capital of so many, that is, it is disallowed. This is the proprietor expenses relating to proprietors are disallowed. Depreciation is allowed. Now we have to see whether it is the over excess depreciation charge or under depreciation charge. We have to see as per the adjustment, if any. And advertisement expenses, it is always allowed under section 37 subsection 1. And contributions to provident fund, recognized provident fund is allowed 13,000 allowed. And this is the net profit 12 lakh 60,600. So okay, so this is the net profit. Now we will see credit side. Gross profit is a business income. So gross profit is business income, commission business income, brokerage business income, sundry receipt, miscellaneous receipt business income. So these all are business income. It is taxable under the head income from business. So nothing to do with this. Okay, just you leave it. No need to adjust these figures. And bad debts recovered earlier allowed as a deduction. Like this here, bad debts 22,000 is written of debit side. It means earlier allowed as a deduction. And subsequently, if it is a received and subsequently received, it is a taxable. So it will be business income. And interest on debenture, it is not a business income. Interest on deposit, it is not a business income. And both these two items will come under the head income from business and income from other sources. So this is not a business income, so we have to write income not taxable under this head, that is under the business head. Okay, now thereafter you see the adjustment. The amount of depreciation allowable is a 37,300, whereas the in the profit and loss account it is written 48,000. So excess amount of depreciation is disallowed, and excess amount it comes 10,300 700. So this 10,700 is excess amount of depreciation. This is disallowed. Okay, next let's see. uh, this is, it includes depreciation on signboard. All right. So expenditures, advertisement expenditures include 3,000 being cost of permanent signboard. This is a capital expenditure disallowed. Income of rupees 4,500 accrued during the year is not recorded, so it is to be recorded. And Mr. Shomeni pays 6,000 premium on a life insurance policy of rupees 70,000. In the questions about the life insurance policy is not mentioned anywhere. So this amount is not debited or credited in the profit and loss account. So it will not affect in our solution while computing income from business. General expenses, what is saying? General expense includes rupees 500 given to Mrs. Shomini for arranging a party in honor of a foreign. It is a foreign who has recently come from Canada, and 1,000 being contributions to a political party. So this 1,500 rupees is the personal expenses. Okay, and this is not relating to business expenses, so this 500 is disallowed. Similarly, contributions to political party, this is not relating business expenses, but this is the amount disallowed. Later on, the SSC can claim deduction under section 80 GGC from the gross total income. Okay, loan taken from Mrs. Somani was for the payment of area of income tax. So any income tax payment is disallowed, and any interest paid for prepayment of for payment of income tax by borrowing the loan amount, so interest thereon is also disallowed. So that is, this is point number 6 is talking about this interest on loan from Mrs. So many. So this 42,000 shall be disallowed. Okay, allowed and disallowed. So you just listen me. I will show you the solution. Then you will understand that is a disallowed means where to write this one. Okay, then compute business income of Mr. Shomini for the assessment year 2024-25. Right? So this is the net profit as per profit and loss account. It is given here. This net profit 12,60,600. So this is the 12,60,600. All right. Now just tell me that is the my audio video my screen is visible or not. Just you say in the chat box. Say yes or not. So my audio, video, screen sharing is visible to you all. Okay, okay, nice, nice. Then now you see how it is solved. Okay, so just I told you that the disallowed expenses here, disallowed expenses. This is disallowed expenses. Here you see that net profit as per profit and loss account 12,60,600. So this is the net profit we got in the profit and loss account. Now this net profit, certain expenses are debited on the profit and loss account debit side, but from income tax point of view, there are certain expenses these are disallowed. That means it cannot be debited, but this profit and loss account is prepared after debiting certain expenses and which are from income tax point of view disallowed. So we have to find out. So income tax, advance income tax, provision for income tax, they are always disallowed. You see that solution here. You see here advanced income, advance tax. So this is the 2000 disallowed. What is the heading? You see that disallowed expenses. So from the profit and loss account you have to find out what are the expenses disallowed, and the principle is that the expenses which are exclusively incurred for the purpose of business, for the carrying on business operation, they are business expenses, they are always allowed, like bad debts, salary to a staff, general expenses, insurance of building, depreciation. These are the expenses exclusively incurred for the purposes of business and these are allowed, so we do not touch. We have to find out from this profit and loss account which expenses are disallowed. For knowing these disallowed expenses, you must have certain knowledge about the provisions of income tax. So general expenses, whenever you find in the question debit side general expenses, these are always allowed, and bad debts is always allowed. So unless any a specific additional information is mentioned about it, ठीक है? सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना? निशा, सबको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? नाइस कुमारी, निशा कुमारी, खरकरलांग, चर्मिकी, समझ में आ रहा है? So all of you getting me now? So just you see that the solution you see that I am trying to explain you all with the help of illustration. Just you see the solution, so you will find. So whenever you are preparing the income from business professions from the given profit and loss account, you always follow this procedure, adopt this. So net, first you write net profit as per profit and loss account, and what is the amounts you are getting in the question, and then disallowed expenses, you write down this heading, disallowed expenses. Disallowed expenses in the sense that from income tax point of view these expenses are always, and remember these expenses are always disallowed. Whenever you see on the debit side of profit and loss account income tax paid in provision for income tax or income tax paid in advance or advance tax payment, so then these you directly write here, like salary, and a salary to so many is the proprietor, so any expenses, salary to so many, interest on capital to so many, drawings of so many, so proprietor. So expenses pertaining to proprietor, they are always disallowed. Okay, so you see here, an interest on loan from Mrs. So many, so this is the loan amount taken to repay the to pay sorry to pay the income tax. So when the income tax is disallowed, so obviously the interest on loan, all these things are disallowed. Okay, it is very clear. So 42,000, that's just I have shown you now in the debit side of profit and loss account, this one, the interest on loan from Mrs. So many. So many, Mr. So many has taken the loan from Mrs. So many, and that loan is used to pay the income tax, and thereafter so many paying the interest to Mrs. So many. So this 42,000 is the disallowed because income tax is itself disallowed. So then any loan taken, any expenditures incurred interest in the name of interest, so this is automatically disallowed. Okay. So all right. Now you see here an interest on capital and a depreciation. Here you see that in the questions it is written 48,000 debit side. All right. So 48,000, and but in the adjustment it is saying that 37,300 only. That is, if you say, all right, if you say the for that is it visible? Not visible, right? Okay. Well, I will show you here. Well, so 30, this is, so 40, if you minus 48,000 minus 37,300, you will get 10,700. That is, so income tax act is saying that the depreciation total amount is 37,300, whereas it is debited 48,000. So excess amount 10,700 is disallowed. Here you see depreciation disallowed, this one 10,700. All right, so this amount, this is to be written here. This is 10,700. So all of you are getting my Mina? Write in the chat box. I want to say your response. Yes or not? You just write yes, sir. We are listening. We are getting. Just say reply in the chat box. Then I will be confirmed that you all are listening me very properly, very clearly. Okay, yes or not? Just write in chat box. Anjali, yes, sir. Okay, next. Now I will go. Okay, so in this manner, you see that cost of permanent signboard. It is given a cost of permanent signboard. Where it is given cost of permanent signboard, and this is talking about the advertisement expenditure include 3,000. And where is the advertisement? This is the advertisement. In 7,000, 3,000 rupees is for signboard, and which is the permanent signboard, and any expenditures incurred for permanent signboard, it is a capital expenditure, and this is a disallowed. So out of 7,000, 3,000 is the permanent expenditure, and this is the permanent for installing the permanent signboard, and this permanent signboard represent capital expenditure, and we this is a disallowed here. This is why this is the disallowed, because of this 3,000 is capital expenditure. Only revenue expenditure is allowed. Capital expenditure is a disallowed here, disallowed. All right, so this is the principle. And party expenses, just I told you that party expenses, it is I have already told you that party expenses rupees 500, this one. And donation, this is not a business expenses, so it is not allowed. So here contributions to political party, this is, all right, this is the political party contribution. Okay, so this contributions to political party and party expenses, this is the private personal party expenses and debited to profit and loss account business expenses, whereas this is not allowed. All right, so disallowed, you see that disallowed. So now so many disallowed expenses. So now total it 2,000 plus 51,000 plus 42,000 plus 23 plus 10,700 plus 3,000 plus 500 plus 1,000. So when you total it, you will get 1,33,200. Now this 1,33,200, you add the above figures which is given with 12,60,600, and when you add it, you will get 13,93,800. All right. So this is now l- less item. You see here the less income not taxable under this head. So these items generally you will get on the credit side of profit and loss account. Okay. So you see on these two items on credit side, interest on debenture, interest on deposit. These two incomes are not chargeable under the head income from business. These two incomes are chargeable under the head income from other sources under section 56. So here we are computing income from business. So only business related income and business related expenses are to be taken into account. All right. So 25,000 and 13,000, these two amounts are deductible. So then that is why it is called these incomes are not taxable under this head and less. You see, all of you notice it here. Now I am highlighting this point here, this one. Income not taxable under this head. Okay, what are these? So this interest on debenture, interest on deposit. So total 38,000, deduct from here, minus, so balance you will get 13,55,800. So this is your income. Okay, after deducting the balance. Now what is given next? Let's see what is given next. This is income not credited to profit and loss account. So accrued income adjustment. You see here this one, adjustment number 3. Adjustment number 3, this one. Here, income of rupees 4,500 accrued during the previous year is not recorded in the profit and loss account. So this is the plus item. It is not recorded in the profit and loss account. Then you add it. All right. So here it is to be added. So here you see that this is given what is written here, add income not credited to profit and loss account and accrued income, this is the 4,500. So add with this 13,55,800 plus 4,500. So this is your business income, 13,60,300. Okay, so this is the solution that I presented, and the basic fact is that all business income and business expenses shall be taken into account. Any other income which is not chargeable, which is not taxable under this head, shall be excluded here, and this is to be written in this manner. This here, income not taxable under this head. Okay, so this is how the solution is. This is how I solve the problem. As per income tax act, income from business income is computed. Income from business, now you compare it. So if, according to this, net profit is showing 12,60,600, but according, this is the business income showing by this question, but the correct income from business is this one, 13,60,300. Well, so I hope you all of you have got this about the idea about this, how income from business profession is prepared. So if you have any question, then you can just write in the chat box. I will reply from this question. Otherwise, I will show the another problem solution. Second problem solution. So if you have any question, then you can write in the chat box. So I will reply. Okay. So once again, you just write in the chat box of my audio, video, everything is okay. Just you write down. Yes, just show your thumbs up. Okay, and if you have not subscribed the channel, you please subscribe and hit the like button. So you have not subscribed the channel. Many of you have not subscribed. Okay, audio, video, everything is okay, right? Anjali? Well, so if you have any question, then you write on chat box. I will reply. Well, so now I am showing you the second problem. This is the first problem. Okay. Now I will show you the second. Now I'm taking the second problem. So Mr. X furnishes the following information relevant for the assessment year 2024-25. This is the profit and loss account. Okay, same. Now here these are uh, debit side expenses, credit side incomes. And what are the expenses debited? You see here office expenses 45,000. It is allowed. When I say allowed means you have not to write under disallowed unless we if any information is given in the adjustment, sorry, additional information. Okay, sundry expenses, it is always allowed. You have nothing to do with this value unless additional information. Entertainment expenses, this is allowed. If I say allowed, means you have not to touch that value. Okay. Next, audit fees, business expenses allowed. Legal. This is a legal charges. Okay. This is the legal charges. Let me correct it. Legal charges. Legal charges 4,000. Business expenses. This one. Extension of building. This is a disallowed. Extension of building, purchase of furniture, purchase of motor car. These are capital expenditures. Similar item of that is the signboard. We have got early in the preceding problem. Signboard we disallowed this is, and same manner extension of building is capital expenditure. It is a disallowed. Depreciation on plant and machinery it is allowed. Now we have to see again in adjustment what is the amount exactly as per Income Tax Act. And salary to a staff it is always allowed. Bonus to a staff always allowed. Contributions toward recognized provident fund it is allowed. Unapproved this is a disallowed. Okay, this is 4,000 disallowed. Disallowed means we have to draw the similar format and write down these disallowed expenses under it. And a GST allowed provision for GST it's a depends. Okay, payment to an approved research association for carrying on scientific research it is allowed. Then net profit is 5 lakh 82,600. So remember here the association research payment to an approved research association for carrying on scientific research, whether related or not related to business. And if you are computing income from business, then if this type of expense is given, whether capital or revenue expenditure, these are always allowed. You do not touch it, leave it. Like many in the preceding problem, we have left many items because these were allowed. Okay, similarly in this problem also leave it. Do not touch that. And now gross profit, business income, leave it. Sundry receipt, business income, leave it. Bad debts recovered, not allowed. So in preceding problem we found earlier allowed. So when earlier allowed, it is business income. When earlier disallowed, then it will not be business income. So then it will come under less income, not taxable under this head. Okay, well, right. So then by custom duty recovered, it is a business income. By gift received, it is a gift received is not a business income. It is it comes under income from other sources under section 58. Here the section 28. So all we are computing the income under section 28, considering the provision from 28 to 44 DV. Well, let's see what are other adjustment. as shown in the profit and loss account. So it is talking about this 19,000 paid to research association for the purpose of carrying an approved scientific research in natural science, not related to business of X. Whether it is related or not related to business, this expense is allowed. Next. And purchase of plant 30,000 for the purpose of carrying on scientific research related to his business. Neither cost nor depreciation thereon is debited to profit and loss account. So this amount is not debited and we have to deduct this amount 30,000. Depreciation on plant and machinery, extension of building as per income tax is 19,000. So it is GST includes this. Interest for late payment, GST is allowable 1200. Penalty for evading GST, this is not allowed, disallowed 10,000. Provision for GST represent an outstating GST liability which is however paid on July 10, 2024. So this is allowed. A staff to salary, this is allowed because the amount is paid before filing the before the due date of filing of return. So salary to staff includes payment of 5,000 to the widow of a former employee. This is business expense. So it is allowed. Nothing to do with this. Adjustment number 6. A certain income from business for the assessment year 2024-25. All right. So this, let's see the solution. And in the same manner, it is the profit and loss account given. So what is the profit amount given? So here net profit 5,82,600. So net profit here net profit as per profit and loss account 5,82,600. Then thereafter disallowed expenses, those expenses which I told you disallowed. So you write down all these expense here. See this. Okay. अच्छा एक बार चेक करते हैं किस किस को समझ में आ रहा है चलिए बोलिए जल्दी जल्दी चैट बॉक्स में किस किस को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है So this is you always remember that the while computing income from business under Income Tax Act, you always keep in mind that those expenses relating to business and income relating to business are taken into account. So then if expenses not relating to business, they will these items you have to present under disallowed expenses. Sorry, students. Okay. So once again, you respond in the chat box whether you are understanding or not, and everything is okay. Audio, video, everything is okay. Just write, show your thumbs up. Say hello, yes sir, or say write yes sir, something, so that I will understand that is everything is okay. Anjali, Nisha. Okay. Well, so audio. Okay, now you see that this is disallowed expenses. Extension of building, I told you that this is the capital expenditure disallowed. Then excess amount of depreciation here 23,000 minus 19,000. How did you get this? You say this amount is here in profit and loss account. This amount is debited 23,000. And in adjustment, it is saying that it should be only What is where? This one, nine adjustment number 3. This 19,000. Only 19,000 is to be debited or allowed. So excess amount is disallowed. So 23,000 minus 19,000, 4,000 is disallowed. This is the 4,000. Bonus to staff 6,000. Something is given about the bonus to staff. You see that. Yes, adjustment number 2 here. Out of the bonus 36,000, 4,000 is paid during the 23-24 and 26 paid by July 31st. So balance paid is on November 11, 2024. Due date of file return filing is 31st July. So you say this amount 26,000, these amounts paid before on 31st July 2024. So this allowed. But this amount is paid, but after 31st July 2024, that is why this is disallowed. So to claim allowed expense, you must pay this amount either on or before 31st July 2024. Then only this is allowable expense. So this is the balance. Okay. So this is the balance. Some typing errors. Well, and this 6,000 is a disallowed. This. Why this is disallowed? Because this amount is paid after 31st July 2024. That is why it is become disallowed. And contributions to unapproved gratuity fund. Contribution to approved gratuity fund is allowed. When is allowed, it is you leave it. When it is a disallowed, you add it. Like here, this and business concept. So GST penalty, I told you that GST is a business expense. It is allowed, but violation of law. So any criminal acts, that is a violation of law, and any expense paid for defending criminal activities, these expenses are disallowed. So this is the GST penalty is evading of GST. So that is a tax evasion. So manipulation in the GST amount, and the penalty is imposed, and this is illegal act done by business. So this expense is not allowed, disallowed 10,000. And where it is given? It is given in adjustment. Okay, adjustment it is given. Let's see where it is mentioned. GST here. GST. This is the penalty for evading GST 10,000. Adjustment number 4. All right. So these are the disallowed expenses. Now you see screen hopefully clearly visible to you all, and audio, video, everything fine. Okay, let's see here. Now income not taxable under this head. So gift received from father exempt. So this 43,000, this it is always exempted. Relatives, gift received from father, gift received from a spouse, they are always exempted. And bad debts recovered, earlier disallowed. When the term earlier disallowed you find in the questions, this where it is not allowed or earlier disallowed, then you deduct. When you find earlier allowed, then leave these items. Okay, leave this value. Otherwise, if it is mentioned like this, not allowed as a deduction, then less it. The amount you must deduct this bad debts recovered 7,100. So total 43 plus 7, 50,100. This one. Okay, and about this, what about this? So there's a total at 6,000, 10,000, 20, 30,000. So total 30,000 add 5 lakh 82 plus 30,000, then 6 lakh 12,600. So then minus 40 50,100. Then balance 5 lakh 62,500. And what is given? Expenses not debited to profit and loss account. That is planned purchase for carrying on a research work. Okay, so this 30,000 and planned purchase capital expenditure is allowable for deduction. And this is given here, this one. It is a 30,000 for the purpose of carrying on scientific research related to his business. Neither cost nor depreciation thereon is debited to profit and loss account. Because of this fact, and moreover, expenditure, whether capital or revenue expenditure incurred for carrying on scientific research, both are allowable deduction under section 35, and accordingly this amount is deducted 30,000. So then this 5 lakh 62,500 minus 30,000, so balance 5 lakh 32,500. This is income from business, 5 lakh 32,500. Okay, so these two problems, so all of you practice income from business profession. So examinations point of view, this topic is very important. So you all of you watch it, see these solutions again and again, and prepared for examinations. All right, so this is how we have solved the income from business profession. So then now I'm taking partnership form one problem, and that is under section 184. So so we were taking, it is now 730, sorry, 7:30. I will be back exactly after 5 minutes break. So you all take the 5 minute break, and we will join again at 7:35. Okay, and till then I'm leaving this solutions open so you can watch it, you can see, you can copy, you can write in your copy also. Okay, I will be back after 5 minutes at 7:35 sharp. Well, ready? Okay, ready? Hello? Okay. Lawan Pinkman, Vicky, Khamti Meri. Say something on what's your chat box. You all are ready? Now I'm going to solve problem from partnership chapter under section 184. If you need to prepare partnership form, computation of income or partnership form, total income or taxable income, and individual income of partners. All right. So this Naruto, okay. So ready, right? Then how you compute the income of partnership form provisions are there under section 184. I will explain you along with the solution. Okay. So this is partnership form under section 184. So sometimes you will get under section 185. So if you are getting the question under section 185, so then computation of income under section 184 and section 185 slightly difference. So let us first complete section 184. Okay. So this is the questions on the screen. Hopefully it is visible to you all. So profit and loss account of X company, a form of XYZ, which satisfy all condition of section 184. So sometimes you may get which does not satisfy all condition of section 184. Then you have to compute under section 185. Well, so this is the profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March. Here 31st March is missing. Right. March 2024 is as follows. Okay. Right. So this is your cost of goods sold, cost of value of cost of goods sold is missing. Amount is missing. Okay, I will check in the questions. So this is the questions. Typing amount. What is given rent of house property? Well, it is 47 lakh 90,000. This amount 47 lakh 90,000. I am showing here 47 lakh 90,000. Okay, this it's visible now. Well, then remuneration to partners. This is your salary, commission, bonus, remuneration. So X has received was 6 lakh and Y 9 lakhs and Z 55,000. Total 15 lakhs 55,000. Then income tax 8,000. Then your next item, interest to partners. So rate is given 13.5%. So then here the excess rate of interest, it is a limit 12%, but here given 13.5. So 1.5 is more than the limit is 12%. And municipal tax of house property, entire property 5,000. Then other expenses 2 lakh 10,000. And net profit is 32,000. Now income side, so sales, business income, rent of house property. Say this is income from house property. This income comes under income from house property, but this income is written in while computing income from business profession. So this income is no income not taxable under this head 50,000. Similarly, interest on debenture, this comes under income from other sources, but in the profit and loss account it is included. So it should be again deducted less income not taxable under this head interest on debenture. So all the provision of section 28 to 44 dv, that is the income from business which we computed, and using the provision of section 28 to 44 dv, here also the same provisions is applicable, section 28 to 44 dv. So income from partnership firm or income from business, same. Then here interest, so this is total net profit. Now what is the given other information? Let's see what informations about other information. Out of other expenses, 48,500 is not deductible under section 37(1), subsection 1. So this is other expenses. In this other expenses, total is 2 lakh 10,000. Out of 2 lakh 10,000, 48,500 is disallowed. So here also same, in the same manners we have to compute income from business profession as we computed in respect of income from business just now in the preceding two problems. So on a January 15, 2023, the firms pay an outstanding GST liability of rupees 2,922 of the previous year 2021-22. Preceding to this previous year, the amount of GST paid, it has not been debited to profit and loss account. So we can debit this GST liability in this previous year. Now, Jed is not a working partner. Whenever any partner is given in the question is not a working partner, then he is not entitled to receive remuneration. If any remuneration is debited, like here Jed, remuneration is debited 55,000 given to Jed, but he is not entitled to receive it. This is a disallowed. And using the section 40 subsection B, we have to compute the remuneration payable to partners. Later on, I will show you how it is computed. Then the firm owns a house. The ground floor is used for the business purposes. The first floor is given on rent. Municipal tax is paid on May 10, 2024. So our accounting year ending is a 31st March 2024. Beyond that period, okay, beyond 31st March 2024, if any amount is paid, that will be disallowed. Okay, now you see the solution. Net profit as per profit and loss account, how it is computed. You see all of you, this one, net profit as per profit and loss account, in the same manner as we did in the preceding problem. Here net profit is given 32,000. So this 32,000 is this 32,000. Questions net profit. And again here disallowed expenses. Disallowed expenses. You see, all of you see just well. So other expenses disallowed under section 37 subsection 1. It is given in the adjustment. This out of other expenses, this 48,500 is not deductible. That is disallowed. And 48,500. And income tax, I told you that this is always disallowed 8,000. Here, this disallowed is municipal tax. So one house taken. So here it is given the first floor is given on rent, and the farm own a house. The ground floor is used for the business purpose, and the first floor is given on rent. That is, the whole municipal tax is paid on May 10, 2024. So this municipal tax 55,000. It is 5,000. So 50% is for business purpose and 50% for income from house property. That, and the 50% only, that is the pertaining to income from house property is disallowed, and the remaining 50%, that is 2,500, is allowed. So only the disallowed portion is 50%, and that 50% is relating to income from house property, and it will be computed under section 22, that is income from house property. And interest on capital, that is, here I told you that 12% is the limit, and any excess of any amount exceeding the 12%, that is disallowed. So rate of interest given to partners is given here 13.5%. So here 13.5 minus 12%, so 1.5% is disallowed, and it is to be calculated in this manner. Here 40,000 into 1.5 divided by 13.5 equal 4,444. If you calculate the value, you will get this. And similarly here 10,000 1.5 divided by 13.5, the value is 1,111. And Z 60,000 into 1.5 divided by 13.5 equals 6,667. When you total it, you will get 12,222. This amount. Okay, so this XYZ total 12,222. Now remuneration to partners. So this one we have to compute this total 15 lakhs 55,000. This is this remuneration is here. This 6 lakh plus 9 lakh plus 55,000. This 15 lakh 55,000. This is a disallowed. We have to check whether this salary amount or remuneration amount is paid or paid as per section 40 subsection B. I will show you the working note after this solution. So all of you keep watching this. And so your like button is you have not clicked. All of you please click the like button, and subscribe button also click the subscribe button. Now here the total. So 48,500 plus 8,000 plus 2,500 plus 12,222 plus 15 lakh 55,000 is total is 16 lakhs 26,222 plus 32,000. This is so total 16 lakh 58,222. Now less income not taxable under this side. In the question I already explained you, rent of house property 50,000 and interest on debenture 60,000. So 1 lakh 10,000 less. So 15 lakh 48,222 balance. And one expense not debited to profit and loss account. This it is given in the adjustment outstanding GST paid during the 2022-23. It is eligible for deduction in this year 2,922. So then this amount, after deducting this amount, you will get book profit. So this is called book profit. Here, book profit 15 lakh 45,300 after deducting this amount 2,922. Now, remuneration to partners. So, under section 40, subsection B, that how remuneration amount is computed under section 184 while computing income from partnership form. So, this is this 10 lakh 17,180. I will show you the working. So then this the balance amount is 5,28,120. This is income of partnership form from business or forms business income. This 5,28,120. So this now question is here. This one remuneration to partners. So let's see how it is computed. The rule is there under section 40 subsection B. The rule is given. Now I will show you the working note here. See this working note. Calculation of amount of remuneration payable to partners under section 40 subsection B. All right. So this is the remuneration. Always you have to calculate using this step. So here this is the fixed on first 3 lakh of book profit 90%. So 3 lakh 90%, 2 lakh 70,000. And the balance 12 lakh 45,300 of book profit. This is the 7 lakh 47,180. So this is the book profit is you have to see here. What is the book profit we got? This total. This is the book profits we got here. 15 lakh 45,300. Now this 15 lakh 45,300 you have to split into two parts. One is the first part is the 3 lakh and the second part will be always so balance. So balance means 15 lakh 45 3,000 minus 3 lakh. So 12 lakh 45,300. So this amount always we have to make into two parts provided the book profit is more than 3 lakhs. If it is up to 3 lakh or less than 3 lakh, then it will be covered by first slab, that is 3 lakh only. So then second slab does not arise. Now this is the okay. This is the book profit 15 lakh 45,300. Now see here the working notes. Yeah, okay. So this one on first rupees 3 lakh of book profit 90%. Then this is 12 lakh 45,300 book profit 60%. The total amount it is coming 7 lakh 47,180. And you when you total it, so you will get 10 lakh 17,180. So now, but the remuneration given in the profit and loss account on debit side is, this is the actual, this is called actual remuneration debited to profit and loss account. It is 15 lakh 55,000. So rule saying that whichever is less. So remuneration calculated under this format. Okay. Remuneration calculated under this format, that is this 10 lakh 17,180, and actual remuneration debited to profit and loss account, whichever is less. So least amount is this 10 lakh 17,180. So this amount is eligible for deduction. All right, so this is 10 lakh 17,180, and this amount is remuneration deducted. Here, this is the remuneration amount is we deducted. It is coming this way. 10 lakh 17,180. So after deducting from this book profit remuneration amount, the balance 5 lakh 28,120. This is the income of business of firm, partnership firm. Now it has an income from house property also. So then you have to compute the income from house property. So then only you will get total income. All other heads of income shall be taken into account. So in only one very simple information is given, income from house property here. So gross annual value 50,000, that one is credited to profit and loss account. And municipal tax, since the municipal tax is paid after year ending, that is after 31st March 2024, this amount is not eligible for deduction. So that is 2,500. Had it been amount paid before 31st March 2024, then this amount would have been deducted. But the amount is paid after 31st March 2024. This amount is not eligible for deduction. That is municipal tax. The balance is your net here slightly. The balance 50,000 is your call net annual value. All right. So here, this is the balance. This balance is called. Okay. I'm just telling you all, you see that this amount I have missed out for writing here, net annual value 50,000. And it is the rule that 30% of net annual value is deductible. So here under section 24A, so 30% of 50,000, it comes 15,000. And the income from house property is 35,000. And then interest on debenture, it comes under income from other sources. So this 60,000, and only one income under this head, that 60,000 again transferred to second column. So this 5 lakh 28,120 plus 35,000 plus 60,000, gross total income 6 lakh 23,120. Since under this section 80, no deduction amount available in this question, or the eligible amount of deduction under section 80 is not given in the question. So it is simply, I have written here, deduction under section 80 nil, and the balance is net income or taxable income or total income. So 6 lakh 23,120. This is how income from business, sorry, it is total income of partnership firm is computed. So computation of total income of partnership firm or individual is the same. In the same manners we compute. So all others heads of income we put together, and the result which we got, which we get, that is a gross total income. And out of it deduction under section 80C to 80U if it is individual. But the partnership firm or company, they are not entitled to claim deduction under section 80C, 80D. They are common item, that is under section 80G, which is the donation. And if the other sections are also there, but commonly common items are under section 80G. Okay, so this is net income 6,23,120. All right, so all of you see this solution second. Now, what is given in the question? So this is first part. What is you have to calculate here? Find out the net income. So far we have computed the net income of the firm, and now business income along with their tax liability, if any. Business income along with only business income. The tax liability I have not computed. So this is only I am modifying this. I have not noticed this part. Okay, business income. Find out the income of the firm and business income of business income. Oh. So here the correcting I am correcting the question. I failed to notice that tax liability. So I have not computed the tax liability. So then what I have solved accordingly, I am making the question. Uh, this is find out the net income of the firm and business income of individual partner. Okay, business income. Wait, it is coming. It is slightly becoming uh, business income of each partner. Each. No. All right. So this is. I am just modifying the questions because I have failed to notice that one. So solution is omitted. Okay. Now this is. All right. So each partner. So then this is so business income. Now, if you need to compute the taxable business income of each partner, then we have to calculate in this manner, like this way. Share of profit received by each partner is fully exempted. You write always this nil. So it is always nil. Say, and you write down this sentence. Share of profit received by each partner is fully exempted. Okay, so partnership form which is carried on by partners for sharing profits and losses of the business, and the share which is received by individual partner, that is not chargeable to tax, it is exempted, and whatever the amount you get in the question, you do not write that amount, you write down nil. And thereafter remuneration to X and Y. You see, Z is not written because it is given in the question that Z is not a working partner. So, if any partner is not working partner, then he is not entitled to receive salary, and his column is blank. You see, so whatever the salary is received, and this is by X and Y. About the X and Y, it is not mentioned, they are not working partner, so it means that they are working partner, only Z is not working partner. So, and which ratio shall be used? Their salary ratio shall be used here. This is the ratios given in the this salary, this 6 lakh 9 lakh, and that is 6 is to 9, making this amount 6 is to 9. And in this 6 is to 9, that is 6 by 15, 9 by 15, that 10 lakh remuneration which we have calculated, this remuneration amount is 10 lakh 17,180. This amount shall be distributed in their existing salary ratio, that is 6 is to 9. Okay, and this is in the ratio of 6 is to 9. This. So here 10 lakh 17,180 into 6 by 15, and this is for x and this is for y. And here after getting the values, so we write this way: 6,10,300. And Z is not a working partner. It is given in the question. So he is not entitled to receive remuneration. So where it is given, you remember, this is in adjustment here. This Z is not a working partner. Okay, so this is now. So whenever remuneration given in the profit and loss account and remuneration calculated under section 40 subsection B. The section 40 subsection B amount is less than the remuneration given in the profit and loss account, and at that times we have to distribute that remuneration in this ratio, their existing salary ratio. By taking the existing salary ratio and this amount computed under section 40 subsection B shall be distributed. And this is happen, it means that the amount of salary receiving by partners cannot be more than 10 lakh 17,180, but in the profit and loss account it is debited 15 lakh 55,000. So yes, the rule saying that the partners are not entitled to receive more than 10 lakh 17,180 rupees. So whichever is less, that is 15 lakh 55,000 salary or amount computed under section 40 subsection B, whichever is less, that amount is eligible for deduction as salary, or that amount is eligible for receiving by partners. Okay, so then interest on partners, so it is only 12%, so 1.5% to is the disallowed, so only 12% is disallowed. So whole amount, if you calculate this interest on this interest, so 40,000 into 12 by 13.5, then you will get that amount. Or you can calculate this way also: 40,000 minus 4,444, 10,000 minus 1,111, 60,000 minus 6,667. You can write that amount here. So this is 40,000 amount minus which amount? Minus 4,444. This is the 4,444 amount. So 40,000 minus 4,444, this 35,556, and 10,000 minus 1,111, and in the same manner this one also. Okay, so then after adding this 4,06,872 plus 35,556, the amount is 4,42,428, and the same manner 6,19,197. And so Z partner Z is not entitled to receive salary remuneration, so it is a blank. He is entitled to receive only interest to or interest on capital, and this is 53,553. So all this income is business income of each partner. So this is written here: taxable business income of partner. So on this income, individual partner has to pay the tax. And how to calculate the tax? So that is in old tax regime up to rupees 2,50,000. Then you have to calculate individual partners. So X 4,42,428. Then if you need to calculate the tax liability, so then up to 2,50,000 nil and the balance amount 5%. And here also up to 2,50,000 nil and the next 2,50,000 5%, and the balance amount uh, 20%. And but this Mr. Z having the amount less than 2,50,000, so nothing is taxable. So his Mr. Z tax amount will be nil. And here, after calculating the 5% of this, Mr. X, and add health and education says 4%. Similarly, Y, add health and education says for 4% of the amount of tax computed by using 5% and 10%. The total amount again multiplied by 4%, that is add health and education says. So we have done this thing in the class many times. So on that basis, you have to compute tax liability. So here I have omitted because it will take more time. But you all of you familiar with this computation of tax liability. So if this here, each partner, business income of each partner, and compute tax liability there, then you have to compute here tax liabilities. Okay, by using slab, old tax regime slab or new tax regime, whatever given in the questions. Well, so students, so dear viewers, so I have explained three problems here. Uh, I hope you have understood. If you have not understood, so you just go through again, you see that video again and again, so you will understand this. Okay, okay. So now, if you have any queries, you can write in the chat box, so I will reply. Otherwise, I am ending the today's sessions. Thank you very much. But many of you have not liked the classes. You must like, and many of you have not subscribed the channel. You must subscribe the channels. Okay. So, well, viewers. So, if you have any questions, so then write quickly in chat box. If you have anything that you have not understood, so it is a live class. You can interact with me. So then the class will become more interesting. Well, viewers, so thank you very much. Jai Hind. So here I am ending my live class session. All the very best to you all for your exam. Okay, now I am ending my live session.